What's going on, my lord? I am glad you tuned in. We should have tagged you. We need your input tonight. Look at the spirit.
It looks like 6 and 3.
What's going on, everybody? If you would go ahead and share as we get ready to open up this email. Happy Wednesday. I was wondering why the seems like we're just so far back.
We are, but let's keep it moving.
Okay. I was wondering why the coming in was a little slow, but it is Wednesday night, and we know people got Bible studies and things. Hours of powers and stuff. But nevertheless, we are going to have this discussion. What else is there?
Announcements. A shout out. Let's shout out somebody.
Y'all pray for her energy.
Tired.
I am too.
I'm tired.
You know, I'm tired too.
I'm just so tired. My head's starting to hurt. I'm trying to push through.
Okay, well.
Yeah, I'm trying.
I feel like this need to come in.
Lord Jesus, it's worrying him. It's worrying him.
All right, that's a little better.
Okay, we're going to shout out. Who are we shouting out? Today is National Daughters Day. I would like to thank the good Lord for blessing us with 4 princesses that we're training to be queens. Number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5. They know who they are, respectively.
Right. So, yeah. All right. So it's National Daughters Day. What else? We need to shout out our business. We ain't got no business on mine, do we?
No. I came across one, but I'm going to have to get some more information.
Okay. When we get some more business information, we'll shout out the businesses. But shout out to you. Ooh, I do have a shout out, but it's on the phone. Shout out to all the religious folk. Oh, I know what it is. Shout out to all of the religious folk who don't smoke, who don't cuss, who don't go to clubs, and all that other stuff, but they mean as hell. Shout out to y'all. And y'all going to heaven anyhow.
That's a good one. I like it.
We just want to show y'all love tonight.
Oh, God.
Welcome to everybody. If you are a first-time visitor in the Moss Mail mailroom, put a number 1 in the comments so that we can shout you out. What's going on, Jateria Clark? Long time no see. But yeah, if you're a first-time visitor or in the Moss Mail room, please put a number 1 in the comments. Yeah, so hello Sheila Slew, what's going on, ma'am? Oh, if you would like a Moss Mill t-shirt, please by all means let us know. If you go to the Moss Mail Live page, there's a tab that says contact or email or message. Click on that tab and say, hey, I want a t-shirt. We'll send you the information on how you can secure a t-shirt, the price for it, and how we can connect with you to get that either mailed to you or dropped off, delivered, whatever the case may be. We also have an event that's in the works for the Charlotte area. We don't want to give too many details at the moment until we secure everything and get everything set and locked in. But Charlotte, North Carolina, we are coming your way. Charlotte and surrounding areas. But Charlotte is going to be first on our stop. So you want to make sure you get your Moss Mill Live t-shirt before the event. If not, we'll have some on hand. And you can get a t-shirt then. If you are not following us on YouTube, by all means, please support us on YouTube as well at Moss Mill Live on YouTube. Click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell so that you can be alerted as to whenever we upload content. I think that's it. See, we've been away for a minute, y'all. We didn't do anything last week.
Not anything. So it's been about 2 weeks.
Yeah, almost 2 weeks, but it's good. We took a break. You know, sometimes you got to do that to regroup, refresh, get a fresh perspective, and to recharge yourself personally. So yeah. Anything else?
I think that's it.
I think that's it. Let's get on into this good email. Listen, go ahead and share. If you know some guys, tag those guys. Tag them in. If you know some ladies that need some single ladies, tag them. Please, man, please, sir, because this is a topic I personally really wanted to have it with a group or an audience, which we may continue. Part 2, hint, hint, hint. But we're going to initially have this conversation tonight. So go ahead and tag a few of your friends as we get ready and open up this email. You want to read it or what you want? What do you want to do?
Go ahead.
All right, I'm going to read. The email says, hi there. So this has been a topic of discussion amongst myself and a couple of other women. The majority of us are in leadership positions and can pretty much hold our own. With all that we have to offer, we still find ourselves single. But we keep running into men that make statements like, you're too much woman, or you're a different kind of woman. I don't know if I can handle you, or things like, I don't want to hurt you. We are baffled because we're like, what the heck does this mean? I believe that a man and a woman should enhance each other in any relationship, but there is this fear coming But where is this fear coming from with men? We all agree that although we are leaders at work, ministry, etc., we don't mind putting the title down to be submissive, quote unquote, to our mate. Most would say that our standards are too high, but we don't agree with that, of course. Yes, we're strong. Yes, we're independent. But yes, we want a man to tell us to sit our hips down somewhere because he's got this. Sincerely, single ladies. So tonight we're going to be talking about, you say the topic because I ain't no woman. I'm every woman.
All the single ladies, all the single ladies.
No, not Beyonce. I am every woman. I just told you what to say. That ain't even the same song.
I am every woman. It's all in me.
You sound like a man now. Anyway, the topic is I'm every woman, but where is he?
Okay.
All right, so yeah. You want to recap?
The recap is we have our single ladies that are discussing the fact of men are being intimidated because they are women of power, are in leadership positions, leading ministry. And when men approach them, they have this fearful thing like, I can't deal with you because, or I can't handle you, I don't want to hurt you. So guys have been standoffish with them, and they're wanting to know why. Why are these men having problems with women that can hold their own? And why are they still single?
Yeah. So let's talk about it.
Yes, I'm going to ask the question. Are they intimidated? Yes.
Yes, they are intimidated. Now, I'm going to start out because I'm on the side of the females.
Or is it our approach? See, that's where I was going to say too. But go ahead. She's just...
Okay, well, you know how we open it up, then we get to the questions.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, Lord. Submissive. But, yeah, so... Like I was saying, I am on the side of the females. I don't know what it is about what generation y'all dealing with in terms of these men. I would think, but of course, I am a horse of a whole nother color.
True.
There she go. There go Angie Friday. Good. I was needing her in here too. I am a horse of another color. So I'm on the side of the wind. I'm wondering why is, and I've been asking this question for a long time too.
Did you ask the guys at work?
You know what? I didn't ask them about this particular. They ain't want no real woman no way. They just want some pony. So they ain't, I'll ask them, but we'll get to it. But anyway, I'm on the side of the women because I've always wondered, why is it that women fall for men who only have a car with some nice rims, or a man who on the out or exterior, he's well groomed and whatever, looks good, but internally, spiritually, financially, his credit is jacked up. I mean, the sex might be good, and so they settle for that. When them as women, they have more education than men, their credit score is higher, their savings account is higher or more. They got their teeth fixed like Cardi B. They wearing their natural hair. They ain't all about the weaves. They're securing houses and all kinds of things. Why do y'all women, this is a whole nother topic, why do y'all women settle for those kinds of men? And I want to say that no, your standards are not too high. Men have to be challenged to do better. Because men say, oh, well, I want this kind of woman and this, that, and the third. But the proof is in the pudding. Because I'm like this, if that's the type of woman that you want, then that should be the type of life and energy that you're putting out there.
Okay.
So, okay.
I'm gonna, keep going.
All right. So, the question was asked, what's up with the men? And I don't know. I believe that part of it is that men are intimidated by the success and the independence of women. And that for some reason, seeing a woman hold her own equates to, or, it's, what's the word? Interpreted as, you women don't need men. When you're able to hold your own, when you have things and you're independent. That's the interpretation of men, is that you don't need us. And that if you have all of this stuff and you bring all this stuff to the table, then you won't be submissive. And I think it has to go back to having a conversation, mm-hmm. and not prejudging a person based on the stereotype or what the media puts out there and what's portrayed in movies and stuff like that.
And I think that's what the issue is for a lot of men, is our societal, what was the norm for the man to take care of and do, and the woman stays at home. So if a woman's already doing that, even if they were raised in a single family, single parent home where the mother was there, they still have a problem with it. Some of them are, yeah, they want that because, okay, I got somebody to take care of me like mama.
Right.
And that's why you have those women to settle for those type of men, or in relationship with those type of men, because those men want that because that's mama. They want that mama role that they can sleep with.
That's sick. That's nasty.
It is, but
I know.
It is, but that's what it is, because even females, we tend to find people that are similar to our fathers, and vice versa. Males find people that's similar to their mother if they had those roles in their lives. So you want to go into the comments?
Yeah, go back to Malloy's.
Malloy's just throwing them out there.
The approach.
Is it our approach? And then she went on.
Let's deal with that one first.
But it's more to, is it our approach? Because she said that a lot of men think we are judgmental, super spiritual, or we come off better than, at times, not all women do.
But exactly, not all women. But that's a valid observation, though, because a lot of women who are in the church, they don't present themselves with a balanced presentation. And it's nothing wrong with having a standard of holiness. It's nothing wrong with having a standard of a clean life, or that you don't drink, or that you may drink wine, or, but a lot of women come off, I ain't going to no club. I ain't do. And it's a whole religious mentality. And that is very unattractive, because for some men, but some men want a super spiritual, speaking in tongue woman all the time.
Or they look at it as a challenge to break her down.
Yeah, but I mean, I just want you to be what you are. Be a lady in the street and a freak in the sheets. That's what, but this is me.
That's true.
Now, because of the social norm of the church, I thought I wanted a woman with a long dragon dress and a big floppy hat. No. Bring that hemline on up. Get your good V-neck to show you ain't got no cleavage, but,
none of that.
A different standard. In other words, be you.
Right.
So sometimes the approach, I want to know what you all's approach is. Are you approaching men, or are men approaching you all? And after the initial approach, what is being said? What is being done? What is being portrayed?
Because a lot of times, even with a few of our friends that are single, and hearing how they talk about their interaction with men,
they don't want no man. They just want a dildo.
Their approach, back to the approach. If I was a dude approaching them, and maybe the first conversation was good, there was some interaction, but after a while, I'd be like, nah,
There's so many demands.
Right. Or you just, them vibes is just not right.
And it ain't nothing with having a spiritual connection. Ain't nothing wrong with being connected to God or none of that. But
your energy is off.
Yeah, the energy is just off. And I believe part of it comes from a man standing in the distance, observing, because we are hunters. A man really ain't trying to hunt. Well, I don't want to say that as cross the board. But most times men are not looking for, they're not looking to hunt a hunter, if that makes sense. They're looking for that chase. But then as I think about it, if that's the point of view for a man to enjoy the chase, and these women are being challenging, I feel like I'm bipolar today. I'm sorry. I'm thinking it in two heads, two brains. But if that is the point, to chase after a woman and to catch her and to get the prize, then what is wrong with these men then? I guess they get too tired, and it's, women nowadays are not making it as easy. Some women are not making it as easy to catch them. Because I believe as a woman or as a man too, when whatever vibe you desiring and you put out there, that's probably what you're going to probably attract all kinds of things. But to kind of weed out the weak and the ones that ain't really on your level,
right,
they're not going to be able to keep up pace.
Right.
And you shouldn't have to really slow down. I think maybe you have to monitor and gauge, because say for instance, if you start out with 10 people that's following you or wanting you, 5 fall off, and you pick up the pace, and then 2 fall off and you down to 3. Out of those 3, it's probably going to be, a good 2. And then you have to pick and play, which you want. I don't know. What do y'all say? Because I ain't no woman.
Melissa, I've been told I look married because I hold my own and looks as if we don't need a man.
Now, Malloy, I know you. I don't get that from her. I think Malloy is a good catch, but she not gonna put up with no foolishness. That's all it is. She not gonna play, and she not gonna put up with no foolishness.
Right.
But I think that men want to play a little bit. That's attractive to some men.
Yeah.
But I think that when you put it out there from the jump, because a lot of times we talk about, you lay everything out on the line at the beginning. But I think that when you put it all out there on the line from the beginning, from point A, then that kind of scares men off. Like, well, shoot, she done shut down my game plan. My whole. Then they have to regroup. Like, well, that kind of sucked the fun out of it.
But I think if you are a real man and you have your own, you shouldn't have a problem with talking with a woman that is able to bring. Who are y'all talking to? Because apparently these guys are not on your level. And I say not on your level, not so much they got a whole lot, but they're not on your level. Because a person that's on your level will see that, okay, she is bringing this to the table. I need to step my game up because this is somebody I can see myself making a future with. You see what I'm saying?
And you know what? It starts with conversation.
Yeah. For
me, I know in conversation if I want to deal with people. Because if the conversation ain't hitting on nothing, I'm like, you know what? It's our communication and our contact is going to be very, very limited. And there's very few people that I come in contact with that really intrigue me in conversation.
Right.
Very few.
Very few.
And it's not that I'm great or wonderful, but for me, I am, aren't I? Thank you so much. But me, you have to stimulate my mind I like a nice booty. My wife knows that, so don't none of y'all get I can't believe. But a body, it's nice, but it's got to be more to it. It's got to be, you have to bring more to the table for me than a nice body.
Right.
I've been thinking about this, and I'm gonna probably put it in the book that I'm gonna be writing. But for me, a little ugly is attractive. You ain't got to be the best. You ain't got to be no Instagram model for me. However, you spiritually, you got to be able to be. You got to be prayerful. You got to know how to. Again, I told you I'm a horse of another color. It's too much unboxed tonight, but yeah. So what else? Who's saying something?
Miss Friday. She said both men and women want to feel needed to a certain degree. If I feel you don't need me, then that brings insecurities and doubt. It makes one question, why are you with me?
Right. And
go ahead.
That's why in conversation, you have to reassure people that even though I am the leader, even though you're leading or you bring all this to the table, I still need you. Mm-hmm. Because we went through that at a certain point in time. Mm-hmm. We felt like, neither one of us needed each other.
True.
And so we had to deal with that. And situations in life presented it to us this like you need them. You really do need them. You think you got it, but you really need them. And we complete each other because what I'm lacking, she has, and what she has.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Y'all get what
we balance each other. I lost the train. So you know what I'm saying? You fill in those gaps and those holes.
Because I would consider myself now as a whole individual. I could hold my own if I had to. But at the same time, I welcome him telling me to sit my hips down. I welcome that. And if I need some disciplinary actions, I welcome that too.
Angie said, I don't know why, but married folk love approaching me. Angie.
Honey.
Sidebar conversation later.
You a hoe?
You said she what?
I was going to say a whole unicorn. That's what they're for.
Gemini. Ain't that Gemini?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
That's another topic.
We might have to do a phone call or video chat or something. But we'll talk to you about that.
So, Angie, you said, I disagree. They're making it too easy. What are you referring to? Who makes what too easy?
Oh, Sharon said, no foolishness. And Sheila Slew said, I agree, no foolishness.
And see, when a person is down for foolishness, they won't stick around. They will bounce.
Yeah, and when a guy, hey Keisha, when a guy, let me tell y'all from a man's point of view.
Tell us.
Because whether you've got a car, if you've got a car, you've got a career, you've got good credit, you've got a banking, savings and checking account, your confidence is whatever it is. If a guy really wants you, he's going to submit and subscribe to whatever is on the table because that's what he really wants. And I hope that makes sense. He's not going to ask you to change or to do this or do that to accommodate him. Because what happens is whenever we meet people, we don't usually present all of us at one time. Most people don't. And then you have to consider the possibility and the potential of a person. Because I don't want you throwing everything on the table from the beginning. I want you to, as you trust me and as I earn the right to see and to enjoy who you are and what you have to offer, that's what builds and grows a relationship. You know what I'm saying?
So is that what the problem is? Too much is being
thrown out there on the table. Yeah. And we have to learn to gauge. It's just like with women and men. When a man throws all this, when he's a good man, and he throws all this stuff out on the table because a woman can be like, oh, he dressed good, he smelled good, he drive good, he worked good. And this assumption that's built up that, oh, well, all this other stuff. So she wants it, and there's an expectation. And some women move into that game playing role. Let me see what I can get out of him. But when you have honest intentions, you can get, the man will give you everything. He'll give you the world. Mm-hmm. When it ain't about no games. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But in my personal opinion, it has to be done progressively.
Okay.
You gotta learn each other and you gotta earn each other. Ooh, that's good. Hey! You gotta learn each other, then earn each other. What's going on, Brandon Harris? Chime in, please. He said tell him everything up front. Why is that? Why should she tell you everything up front? So you don't have no surprises? And then with that, I think maybe it just needs to be on a case-by-case basis because everybody's not the same.
True.
Some people deal better with just throw everything on the table. I don't want no surprises. Some people are like, we'll deal with it as it goes, you know.
Right. Dang, Sheila beat me to it.
What she say? Sheila Slew, I need you to chime on in. Mm-hmm. We need to get a call in so we can.
Mm-hmm. So, I would say yes. There's level of trust and communication.
What did Sheila Slew say?
Oh, she had just what she said. So. This is a good comment. She was just like, men gotta understand the authority to a certain extent is sexy. Yes, it is. Because I think about us. He likes me to take charge. Usually, there's certain areas I like to take charge in. Money is where I like to take charge. And dealing with the children. Those are my two areas. Yeah, my two areas. Money and the children.
And I think the piece of situations too, because you be like, Moss, calm down. Oh, yeah. Moss, you know, it ain't that serious. And Moss just, you know. But, what'd you say?
Calm down.
Right, yeah. Right, yeah, that too.
But yeah, I like peace. Yeah.
For me, and this is just me, this is Moss talking. I love a woman who's in authority and also under authority. Because there are times where I don't necessarily have to buck up every time.
Right.
There are times like with our children that my wife takes a leading role. I let her because I be done flipped out. I be done monkey punched them and give them all shaken baby syndrome.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But with her taking the lead, she takes a different approach. With finances, sometimes she takes a different approach. Whereas, you know, me, I'm going to be like, no, we're going to rob Peter to pay Paul and we're going to have a good weekend. We'll deal with it next week, next paycheck. And, you know, the voice of reason is, no, Moss, let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and pay this off. We're going to go ahead and put some toward this. So for me, I love a woman. It's attractive to me for a woman to be in authority. Not so much to dominating, but just a woman that's in authority. And I mean, any man that's a real man will appreciate a woman who takes initiative.
Right.
Now, we do have some women who get with men who are lacking in some areas, and rather than teaching him what she knows, she dominates the situation.
Or try to be mama.
Or makes him feel less than, rather than teaching him on a level that brings him up to be able to lead.
So what kind of woman are you? And you have to really...
What is your leadership pattern, or what is your leadership role look like, or your leadership skeleton? What does your leadership look like as a female?
Or what does your submission look like? Because even though you're saying, yeah, I'm willing to be submissive if they would give me a chance, really, what vibes are you giving off? Are you really giving off that I can be submissive? Because even though we think, because sometimes we think ourselves to be a certain way, But in actuality, we are seeing a totally different than what we feel like we are putting out there.
And listen, ladies, sometimes what you need to do, you need to role play. You need to role play. Sometimes, even though you know how to change oil, rotate tires, change out a carburetor, rebuild a motor, sometimes you need to play like you a damsel in distress, like you don't know nothing.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah. Because you got to learn teaching moments in relationships.
Mm-hmm. That's what we had to learn.
The same way you're able to like coach and develop other people, you can carry those same principles over into a relationship with your man or your woman and not cause somebody to feel dominated or less than.
Right.
Just by simply communication or changing, the dynamic of your teaching.
Well, he said she put all her stuff on the table, but due to trust issues, he shares as he feels comfortable. And Angie said everyone doesn't deserve to get the deeper me, so therefore they will get the surface me.
Now that I saw that earlier, that's profound.
It is.
What do you need to do to get the deeper you? I'm playing.
So do you think that social media plays a part in how relationships are developed in this day and age as opposed to 10, 20 years ago?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. I mean, because people are so moved by celebrities with their pictures, or celebrities are doing this, or celebrities are saying this, but that ain't nan or nary celebrity paying near one of my bills.
And why should you set yourself or want to put yourself at that standard? Like, you need your own standards for your own life, right, instead of trying to be what you're not. I'm gonna fight you. And I think a lot of times we get caught up of seeing on social media, and it don't necessarily have to be
social media. It can be people you know.
That's what I say. It doesn't necessarily have to be celebrities. It's just people you know. Oh my God, their relationship looks so great.
You'd be so surprised at how many people are jealous of your little raggedy life.
Right.
Your little struggling life. They don't even know nothing about what you're going through behind the scenes. All they see is a nice picture of you on Facebook or Instagram or wherever, you smiling or you having a good time, and they jealous of you.
Yeah.
So, but I think it all boils down to communication. I think Keisha said something.
Yeah, that's me. No surprises. Time's too short for surprises, and then I've wasted my time.
I think that's like that 40 to 45. It's like, look, go ahead and tell me everything. Bring your closet, your luggage, your totes, everything. Lay it on the table, and then let me decide what I want to deal with, or we can work through it together. You know what I'm saying? Because some stuff you don't even need.
If it's something I want to work through.
If it's something I want to work through.
Some things I'll be like,
some things you need to keep packed up in them totes and
honey,
given the goodwill.
I can't even be the one to work with you through that. Nope. I will not subject myself to that. So, Melissa, a boss at work and in her lane, but knows how to make her man feel like a king. And that's the way you should supposed to be.
What?
Supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be.
Hold on, we got a new person in the room. Mm-hmm. Andrina Staten Poindexter. Hey, Andrina, how you doing, Suge?
Malloy says I discuss matters and ask him for his advice and play like I don't know at times. And two, maybe because we don't know everything, and it's always good to hear somebody else's input on something that matters to us, even though we already done made up our mind. But sometimes it's just good to hear it. And so making them feel like that's a way of making them feel like you need them.
Hold on, we got something going on. We got Brandon Harris and Angelica Friday duking it out.
No, wait a minute.
Brandon said men don't want a woman that wants to wear the pants and dress along with a tool belt. And Angie said, why not?
Oh, God. Please explain. Please explain.
Y'all go ahead, ding ding. I'm selling tickets and popcorn. So, Brandon, let me make sure I say this right. Men don't want a woman that wants to wear the pants and dress along with the tool belt. Yeah, qualify your statement, Brandon. Yes, Dorita, give it to Goodwill. Pack it on up and take it on to Goodwill. Give it to somebody else.
Don't be jealous of us.
Yeah, cuz you ain't got to be jealous of us. All you got to do, spend some time with us, get some ideas, and work your magic. That's all it is.
It. We throw out hints for free.
Because listen, we have been together for how long?
28.
28 years. We've been married 24 years. Trial and error, trials, and triumphs. And I mean,
we just got it right in the past 7 years.
Right. The past 7 years, we've really tapped into a major breakthrough. So we have a lot to offer. Shameless plug for our book. We just getting it edited. It's ready for the most part, but we're going to get it out to you. But yeah.
Some of these days women has to, this is what Angie said. These days women has to do all that or it won't get done.
Now, Angie, I disagree to some degree. Because if you have a man or a woman, depending on what your orientation is, it's about communication and working together. You know what I'm saying? Because one person, it shouldn't be on one person to carry the relationship. It should be the responsibility of one person to carry the responsibility of the lifestyle.
The whole ship.
The whole ship, yeah. Mm-hmm. I know it's one, sometimes, a captain steers the ship, but there's a co-captain. There are crew members that man the ship that make sure everything else is running smoothly. So, I mean, I think it's about communication and defining those roles, defining those responsibilities. And sometimes even in that, the roles and responsibilities change.
They do. Brenda said because a good relationship has roles. Even though there's roles, they change, like you just said. Yeah. And the woman, well, I get what she's saying, though. Because in looking at relationships, even with my own parents, I would even go back that far. Okay. A lot of stuff would not have gotten done if it wasn't for my mom.
Oh. In what degree?
Even though he worked, he provided.
Right.
He didn't do anything.
He just worked, made the money, and that's it. Okay, yeah. Gotcha.
So she pretty much she was the glue that held things in place to get stuff done.
Right.
Now he would do the mechanical stuff, like vehicles and that kind of stuff. But the other stuff that keeps the whole ship running, she did it.
Right. Hey, Joy. Let's pause right here because this is what I feel like needs to be said. What messes up a lot of us in relationships is the fact that we are pressured to embrace the traditional dynamic and paradigm of relationships.
That's what we said before.
For us, we abandon that because what worked for our parents may not be working for us. And so we decided to find out what works for us.
Right.
And that's what you have to do for your relationship. Stop being, let me turn my hat backwards. Stop being so pressured to fit into a traditional paradigm of relationship. If you do that, you will not be happy. Let me tell you, you will not be happy. You will struggle more than you need to struggle. You won't be happy and it won't work. Find out what works for you and your man or you and your woman.
Right.
And make it work.
There's nothing wrong with that, Angie. Just like with us. I'll wash the car. He'd rather wash dishes.
I'll wash dishes. I'll let her wash the car. And she prefers to wash the car. I prefer to wash the dishes. So, I mean, it works for us. Now, some people in their house, it won't work for them. But for us, it works. I'll wash dishes all day. But I just think I'll ride around in a dirty car. I will.
Let's not talk about that because my car is so dirty.
I wash clothes. I wash dishes. I mop floors.
I'd rather wash my
I vacuum. I dust.
Yeah.
All of that. I'm domesticated.
Very much so.
So, I mean, and I go to work every day. And, you know.
Okay, so Brenda said, okay, a woman knowing how to change oil is awesome, but when the man starts playing in your makeup, don't say a word. You better not my drink. I'm going to put you in your knee.
Brandon. Look at my crooked look at my crooked glasses.
Oh my God.
Bro.
You are ignorant.
Wait a minute though. This is 2019.
Yes.
Some women might like their men wearing a little mascara, a little rouge, a little fingernail polish.
Apparently so.
Color.
I had a Bruce Jenner come to my job the other day. Oh, Caitlyn. No,
I mean, because I ain't going to tell y'all people what I'm going to do.
No. Keep them.
Some men like man tees, man panties.
Oh, shoot. Stupid. I'm so sick of you right now. But Brandon, that is a valid point.
That is a valid point.
Because this is 2019.
It's 2019.
And this is what goes on.
And it ain't always about a man and a woman. Sometimes we have people who watch us who are in LGBTQ. I don't remember the rest of the letters. Relationships. And we respect that. Men with men and women with women. And some people, men and women with a unicorn.
Yeah.
Itababa. Elelebo say.
Shut your mouth. Stupid. If you don't get up my drink, I'm gonna fight you. But yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. That was a very, very good point. But it can't, I mean, it can happen. Like,
what's going on, T. McCoy? Hey, how you doing? We got all these new people in here.
That is so good.
Y'all see why we need a live audience?
I think it would be crazy with a live audience.
That's why y'all need to come to Charlotte. I'm telling you, when we put it together, you got to come to Charlotte. Get your hotel room, Hyatt. That's what we do. But yeah.
It's going to be crazy.
Yeah, it's going to be great. And did Angie put the little
Yep. I'm not fooling with you tonight.
Angie.
You and this one right here.
We got to talk about what happened in San Diego. Or California, wherever you went. Anyway, yeah.
Let's see.
Where did Sheila Slew go? Because I'm just curious.
She's in here.
Okay.
She just, I don't know.
Sheila, where are you meeting men?
That's a good question.
There she go. Where are you meeting men at? Are you meeting men at work, at church, at a bar, at a lounge, at a club, the grocery store? Where are you meeting men at? Because I think sometimes the environment that you meet a man in can kind of determine. Oh, she said I'm not
Yes.
You done made me sweat out my mouse melt t-shirt. Now look here. We're gonna have to do a dating game or something. I don't like hooking up people. I don't like doing that because then folk like to blame us. But maybe we have to do a little game. We got to do a little game.
Oh, guys.
If you are a single lady and you're looking in boxes a nice headshot, a full body.
You really gonna do this?
I ain't gonna tell you to turn around, but if you want to turn around, go ahead and turn around. Send your dimensions. Send whatever information you want us to share, and we're gonna share it. We're gonna put you out there. We're gonna find somebody, and you know what? We're not gonna put you on a date by yourself. We'll go with you. We'll double date.
Oh, that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
The second date is on y'all. We'll make sure you're safe. The second date is on y'all.
But, okay, so Brandon says, I think we have got away from the basics. Men are to provide and protect, right? Let me be great. I change the oils, and if I am bedridden, then you pick up the slack on things I can't do.
On things I can't do and vice versa.
Okay.
So, Brandon has, to some degree, a traditional mindset.
Right.
Because that's what I said to you.
Yeah.
Let me do what I do until I can't do it.
Yes. Which I was okay with that because that's how I was raised.
Right.
And I didn't have to do anything. So for us, when it changed to where I needed to do things, where I actually wanted to, I did. I didn't want to be like my mom.
I think what's happening is, number one, the people this our age group, we're tapping into this level of freedom that's beyond where our parents and grandparents came from.
Right.
And we're okay with it.
Right.
However, if you deal with folk that's behind us in this younger generation, they just want this, that, the third, they want to keep up this image. Blah. So let me tell you, don't be fooling up with them younger folk. Don't fool up. They might be good for sex, but other than that, they ain't got nothing. Cause everybody want to be a YouTube star and all this other stuff. Unless what?
You have a few of them that are
a few, but you gotta find them. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
that are that have been raised in that era of thinking of, being business minded, taking care of, being that protector, like for men anyway, the males, protector, provider, doing what's necessary to make sure that they have their stuff together before they put themselves in a relationship with somebody else. So you do have a few of them, male and female, that think and operate like that as young people, as millennials.
And I'm going to tell you this. Now, me personally, I love sex. Good sex is good. Great sex is great. Greatest sex is greatest. But after I done busted, I need to know that you can make me a good sandwich. You know what I'm saying?
No.
You can tend aftercare. Huh?
Yeah, but I was going to say no, we don't want you to just make a good sandwich.
Listen. I'm talking about me. I'm not talking about the other people. I'm talking about me.
I'm talking about you too.
Okay. Let me tell them about me. Submit.
You want a whole meal. Get up, man.
That is not true. That is not true. Sometimes I just want a snack or a sandwich. Don't play. She lying, y'all. But, I mean, it's got, again, I'm going back to it. It's got to be more to the whole situation than a body. because for me, it don't take a whole bunch of body. I like little itty bitty titties, and I like a nice hiney. And I'm being very, very nice tonight. But all that, it's got to be more. Oh, Lord. We got some comments.
Yeah. So she said she didn't see.
So I understand what Brandon is saying in the traditional sense. I do. Sharon said, I need more than that. I need attention, communication, and then balance each other out. That's where I am, Malloy. I need all of that, and let's balance each other out.
You're talking to me.
Sheila, no, go to Sheila.
Single now for 11 years, child. But the men that I've talked to have said those things like you're too much of a woman.
She said, because I have asked if I was being standoffish or if my standards were too high. So, okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Right above what you said about Malloy.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, there you go. Mm-hmm.
So they said that those things like you're too much woman. Where you meet them?
Sheila, where are you meeting these guys at? We need to get together and go to the Blue Olive. We need to go to Sydney's, downtown Charlotte.
Sydney's, yeah.
I'm telling you, let me tell you something. If y'all gonna hang with us, it's good you got a connection to the church, but you don't need to be too connected to the church. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh my God. No. She said because I have asked if I was being standoffish or if my standards were too high, so I wanted to get a male point of view.
Y'all need to play. Y'all need.
Hold me, caress, and be gentle with me, but also be firm enough to tell me to shut the when needed.
Wait a minute, who said shut the fuck up?
They didn't say that.
Oh, sorry.
They said that, but they didn't say that. Angie said that.
Oh, Angie.
Sex is good all the time, and all the time sex is good.
Who said?
Brandon, I love you, my brother. Absolutely.
Come on here, Reverend. Oh, Lord, Mary Horton joined in.
Thank you, Malloy. Your brother wants a whole meal. He playing. He likes meals.
What did Malloy say?
He likes meals.
What did Malloy?
He ain't gonna fool with no female if she can't cook.
No. No, because fast food is not my ministry. You gotta do some stuff from scratch. That tells me a whole lot. All right.
Oh, she said she far from the church hookup. Probably for the best.
Adriana Poindexter, yes. Mm-hmm.
What'd she say?
She said preach.
Angie
said, hold me, caress me, and be gentle with me, but also, oh Lord, firm enough to tell me to shut the fuck up when needed. So you like being choked.
That is not what that. That's not what it says.
Sometimes you gotta choke people.
Yeah, I'm not with you. I'm not.
No, Sharon, sometimes it ain't a whole meal.
Said, my man loves it when I cook no sandwiches.
Oh.
He was talking about aftercare.
I'm talking about me aftercare. Sometimes I just want a quick little sandwich and so I can go on to sleep.
Or if there's leftovers from me cooking a whole meal, can you heat it up in the microwave?
It ain't been that many times, so stop playing.
It used to be all the time.
So Sheila says she's far from the church hookup. Okay.
Okay.
Let's see.
That's it.
Oh, okay.
Hello, Mary Horton, our cousin.
Yes. Pastor. Pastor overseer.
I was about to say overseer, right?
I don't know. Pastor Mary. Hey, how you doing, Shug?
But back to why these men are feeling intimidated.
Ladies, listen, let me tell you from a man's point of view. Honestly, a man wants you to be a lady in the streets, but a freak in the sheets. Now, let me qualify that. He wants you to share with him and instruct him if there's an area where he's lacking or don't know or don't understand, but he desires for you to do it in a way that he doesn't feel dominated.
Or it's not condescending.
Or condescending, or you cutting him short.
Because sometimes we do it, and I think we don't realize we're doing it, but we belittle the men that we're with by certain things we do. So, in other words,
find a way to properly communicate with your man.
That's it. That's it right there.
Find a proper way to communicate with your man.
Or men, period. So that they can't,
or
so that you
period.
are approachable. Because, like I said, whatever vibes we get off, we sometimes give off vibes that shows that we are unapproachable. And I know I've been counted as a person that's unapproachable for years.
Yep.
Because thanks, babe.
I'm just agreeing.
I just want to say I appreciate your
Okay, I'm just saying.
Yeah, because I really don't like people, but hey. But no, I have been that person that has been unapproachable, and it was because of the vibes I was giving off, because I wasn't trying to be approached because I was married. So we have to be a little bit more aware of what we are, the energies that we are putting out, how we're carrying ourselves. Just be more aware of it so that we are more if we are wanting men to be able to approach us, then we need to be more inviting of it, I guess.
And I think the point is be more in tune and in balance.
Mm-hmm.
You got to know when to be much and when to be less. And there's nothing wrong with that. Sharon said, I didn't meet Kelvin at church and he is not churchy. That's very good.
And sometimes it's not
needed. Who wants to be going around being churchy all the time?
But at the same time as...
It's a religious spirit.
No, I was going to say though, like, okay, so you meet somebody, you're in the church, but you meet somebody that's not in the church. I would use us as an example. You were much more churchy than I was.
I agree.
Even though I was raised in a church, parents, pastors, preachers, I still did not care for that whole
church environment.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So it was a battle for us.
It was for years.
Yeah, because
all I knew was church. I ain't know nothing about no streets and nothing. All I knew was being a man of God.
But I wasn't a person of the streets, but however,
right.
I wasn't.
Mother, your hat was tipped and leaned in the direction of the world. Because I can recall in 1995, 96, 97, I believe it was, you wanted to go to the clubs.
I did?
Yes, when Shayla and her husband, they invited us to go to the clubs. And I was like, I cannot go because I am an elder in the Lord's church.
I don't remember, but hey.
I do.
He said it. And I'm going to go with it, but I didn't go. So if you are churchy and in the church, you may need to have some balance about yourself is where I'm going if you're going to be with somebody that's not. You see what I'm saying?
Let me tell y'all something.
It'll cause conflict.
Let me tell y'all something. Y'all better learn balance. Balance will bless your life. I'm not saying don't go to church. I'm not saying that you going too much, but you might be. Learn balance in your spirituality. Don't be religious, but be balanced in your spiritual walk.
Absolutely. Yeah. And
T. McCoy, you blessing me. I don't know who you are. I'm going to find out who you are.
McCoy.
Who?
T. McCoy is McCoy.
The bishop. Stop playing.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Come on.
Oh my God.
Come on in the room, T. Come on in the room, T. Hey, he is T right now. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for tuning in. Share.
Somebody said, so do you think it would be easier for a woman to submit when her man makes her feel secure? Absolutely.
Yeah.
And back to communication. In order to be able to feel secure, you got to communicate and be able to understand each other, not just what you're saying verbally, but your actions, your energies, understand each other. It's so many different dynamics to a relationship rather than just,
And I mean, for us, y'all, if y'all don't hear anything that we ever say, communication is one of like the biggest things that we're always going to talk about. Mm-hmm. Because if you don't communicate, you will never be able to understand who you're with.
Right.
You'll never be able to ask the right questions. You'll never be able to come to a place of understanding. None of that. Effective communication.
Because it does no good for us to talk to each other.
And we don't understand. Mm-hmm. With us, people, I love y'all's relationship and y'all. That's because we talk, we communicate.
Yeah.
If it's something that we like, we share it. If it's something that we don't like, we talk about it.
Right.
If it's something that we want to do, we talk about it. If it's something that we're not going to do, we talk about it.
Even if we don't really, I won't say care. It seems like a bad word, but
it's a topic of discussion.
Yeah, but I'm saying that we move our because once upon a time, what we would do, we would hold stuff because how the other person would react. So right. Now, even if it would kind of ruffle feathers, we still share. We still share, and we still talk about it. Mm-hmm. We just have the difficult conversations. That's it.
And we work through it. And hey, if you gotta cry, you gotta cry. If you gotta talk, you gotta talk. If you gotta cuss, you gotta cuss. If you gotta walk out and come back 5 minutes later, that's what we have to do. I'm not gonna get on church stuff right now because I'll be done said some stuff. And
McCoy said, "What does that balance, LOL, like in your relationship?" What does that balance look like in your relationship?
For us, hold your seat, Bishop. For us, balance looks like we pray, we meditate, we worship. But we also enjoy our time outside of the church, whatever that means. And I'll leave it at that. We go to lounges. We enjoy our time together, whether it's at Sydney's, whether it's at a lounge, whether it's at home, whether we go to the hookah bar, whether it's to the movies, whether it's to the club, whatever that means for us, because we're not confined by the restraints of other people's thoughts and opinions. And we had to learn to get free from people. Mm-hmm. Once we got free from people, we started really enjoying each other.
We did. Because I was like, why are you allowing...
I was too churchy.
And you allowed a lot of people to basically dictate how you should be, what you should. Right. He always tried to please other people, and I'm like, I don't know what that needs to be pleased. But anywho, but once we got on the same page in that regards, everything's been pretty good.
Yeah.
We got another new person. Miss Washington, welcome to the room. She said, with communication comes with respect and a great deal of respect. Always got to talk about the hard stuff. Yeah.
Yes. And that's one thing about relationships that people don't really focus on is if you're going to have a successful relationship, you got to learn to talk about the difficult stuff. You can't avoid it. You can't push it aside. You can't talk about it with other people. You and your partner, your lover, your spouse, your significant other, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your boo, y'all got to talk about the difficult stuff. And I mean, especially if you intend to have a future together.
Right. So I learned that the hard way. Once I got free from people, I started to live for real. Oh, she said that's her sister.
Yeah. Hey, I'm telling you, better get free from people. You'll learn that you'll learn to live and live life more abundantly, and to enjoy freedoms and liberties. Since for the religious folk, freedom and liberties that Paul talked about, that's offensive to others, that I'm not offended by.
Because if you think about it,
I don't associate with people that's offended.
If you think about it, what people are holding you captive to, they don't even follow. And while you sitting there holding yourself captive to please the people, they ain't even worried about it. They living their best life, doing what they want to do, but holding you captive. You holding yourself captive because you're listening to the foolishness and living your worst life.
And let me tell you, let me just give y'all a transparent moment. Now, I was a person, I lived line upon line, precept upon precept, fasted, prayed, sacrificed, gave, abstained, eschewed evil and all that other stuff. But I learned that the people that was in leadership was doing all kinds of stuff. They were smoking and toking and joking and drinking and sinking and tinking and screwing and fruing and brewing and all these other rhyming words when I was living holy and acceptable unto God, which was my reasonable service, and I was miserable. And I'm like, now, Lord, wait a doggone minute now. If all these niggers is doing all of this, and you still blessing and favoring them, and I'm doing all of this, and it seems like my life is drying up, something ain't right with this. Something ain't right with this now, Lord, Father God. So I found freedom and liberties. And I still love him, and he still loves me.
And he
uses me. Opens up opportunities. And let me tell y'all, I ain't going to tell on my testimony, but I'm telling you, God is just blessing and favoring us in such an awesome way. In such an awesome way. And, I'm appreciative of him, and I know that I'm his child and he's my father, and that's all that matters.
Okay, please answer your boy's question.
Who said what now?
Is it wrong to have a one-night stand nowadays? The lemon check. Does the lemon law cover sex also asking for a friend? You know what, Brandon? Go to the corner. Go to the corner.
You don't go to no corner, Brandon. Let me tell you something.
Go to the corner.
When you go looking for a car, don't you test drive the car? Don't you lift up the hood and see what kind of engine is up in there? Don't you turn the key on and smell the exhaust and make sure the carburetor is working right?
I am not.
Don't you kick the tires and make sure you better learn to test drive.
You know what?
You better learn to test drive.
Is it a way? Let me ask this. Is it a way to test drive without test driving?
Snapchat, you can Snapchat me that.
No. You know what?
If we're cool. You can Snapchat me that if we're cool.
No.
No.
Let's
see.
What's another song? No, sir. No,
I think you just need to go ahead and take it on the road.
No.
Because people is catfishing in these last and evil days.
They are, but
they dick fishing and puss fishing. And they catfishing, and they're using other people's pictures in these last and evil days.
No. Okay, I really can't speak on this, because
I'm telling you. Now, this is just me. Brandon, do what you got to do. Test drive the car, sir.
He said his friend. Tell your friend
to test drive the car. Lift the hood up and kick the tires and pull out the oil dipstick and everything.
You know what? I cannot with you. I can't
Make sure all the lights is turning on and everything. The windshield wipers is working. Make sure the whole car is worth the purchase.
I think I can't really speak on it. Me too. But cause we test drive before yeah, this is it. This is what it's supposed to be like. So that's why we ended up together. We test drive. We did.
But you saying that's the only reason we ended
up
together? No,
I said, yeah, this is good. Yeah, we should end up together. Yeah, that's yeah.
In other words, we had premarital sex.
Yeah, we got trophies for that.
And we was in the church and stuff.
Yeah, but
and we got pregnant twice, actually.
Yeah. The second time we went ahead and got married.
We went ahead and got married, and so we could please the Lord and the people. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
But should you really test drive? For women, I think we should. Actually.
Why is it just for the women? Because let me tell you something. Some of these women is fakers, and they look good in print or on pictures.
Yeah.
But the pony is trash.
What is trash pony? I don't know nothing about that.
Lazy.
Oh, that's what makes trash pony? I didn't know.
Lazy, don't initiate nothing.
Oh.
Ain't got no skill levels.
That's what it is.
Yes.
I didn't know. Wait a minute. You know I didn't.
Exactly, Brandon. Check why these ladies' check engine lights is coming on. They got too many miles. The sensors is blown on that thing. Carry on. Go ahead.
I was just saying the women maybe just touch it or something to make sure it's a good size at least. I mean, size do matter.
Well, why is it a woman can touch and test the size and a man can't test the wetness or if she got walls? Don't no man want no house without walls. You just got a roof and a foundation, a concrete foundation. No, ma'am. I need to bump up against the walls and feel secure.
Okay, guys, it's been great. It's time to go. I'm hungry. He's hungry.
Exactly, Brandon. Trash booty.
Oh my gosh. I don't know nothing about that. I don't got one of those. Nah.
Adrena said she had to test drive. High five, Adrena. Now listen, you gotta individually do what you do. Do what you convicted by.
Whatever you convict.
Whatever you convict, you go with your conviction. That's what we learned to do.
Yeah, go with our conviction. We tried to stop several times over.
Adrena said, I can't. She said, good night. No, don't leave, Adrena.
We're getting ready to get off of here anyway.
Yeah, because I'm hungry. My stomach is growling and touching my back. So, listen. If y'all want us to keep this conversation going, let's see.
You can keep it going in the
Keep it going in the comment section, because we do read the comments after the live is over. And we might just have to get a little gathering together and keep this communication going.
I can't with your friend. He's sick. You know what? Okay, we're going to keep the conversation going, guys. We got to go eat.
Brandon, I'm going to have to call you about on this toe thing. He said, Doc, I look at their feet first, because some pretty feet most of the time yield a good booty. So that thing is maintained.
With their feet. All right, guys. Look, we out.
Okay, I done ran out.
Keep the conversation going.
Let's see. I need to contact some people. Angelica Friday, I'm contacting you. T. McCoy, contacting you. Hit us up in the inbox. Or at official Moss Mill. Will you type that in there? Official mossmail@gmail.com. And yeah, we'll be more than happy to take your question and to share with you. Sheila said, I'm scared to do it.
Okay.
Sheila?
Look, if you scared to do it, don't do it.
Baby.
That's her conviction.
If your conviction is you scared to do it, don't do it. However, if there's another person inside of you, if there's a Shira inside of you crying out,
no.
Let me tell you.
I ain't telling nobody to do it. If you feel like it.
You know what? A double-minded man is unstable in all her ways.
Only if you let your guard down and do it, then.
Get you a couple drinks in you and let the Lord use you, Sheila.
She said it's not because of conviction. Okay, that makes sense.
Tybo, well, do it then.
No, but there's so much stuff out there. Like,
just be protected. Put a condom on it, or put a condom in it. Get your Plan B and a little pill.
Oh my God.
Or just touch and feel up on it at first.
Lord Jesus. Child, you might got that clamp. Oh, we gotta get out of here.
We gotta go. Sheila, bye. We can't talk to you no more.
We gotta go.
11 years.
It's been great, guys. And we gotta go.
Ooh, Lord, 11 years.
Child, you really are a virgin. They say that after 7, you are a virgin.
11 years.
Yeah, she got that. She's a Virginia.
Mm.
No. No, stop. Oh my gosh. You make me sick. I cannot.
I believe God is calling me to be Moses and lead people out the wilderness. Hey.
Oh my God.
Okay, Brandon, I'm going to call you, man. Yeah, I got to go.
Yeah. Love y'all too.
Sheila, make sure y'all share this with your sister girlfriends. Maybe we can get together with y'all and have maybe like a all lady, what men need to know session. I think that would be good. Yeah. And yeah, 11 years holy. All right, T. McCoy, 11 years holy. Adrena says, save yourself. There you go.
There it is.
Get your life raft and jump overboard and save yourself.
Shut up, Brandon. Get up.
What do you say?
Stewart. Okay, we're done. We're done here. You guys can keep talking. We'll chime in. We're going to eat. Love you guys. Good night.
Brandon.
We're out.
Lady O. Y'all need to go to Lady O for some counseling. She got a new book coming out. Check her out. Go to her page.
Oh my God.
Oh, she said it flows like a mighty river. Bye, y'all. I'm gone. Good night. May the Lord watch between me and thee while we asking one for another. Shake your neighbor's hand and say, I'm excited about your future.